Vice Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go, Reed, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going, move the football.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Smith now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down and 6. They go play action here. Purdy. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown 49ers. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw on third down. Baxter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going right back to Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So finally, a 1st down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A handoff left. McCaffrey. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Shotgun now with Purdy. That is caught. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And the Seahawks first down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Alert, alert.
Again, it's Walker. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake. Baxter. Under pressure, they got him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to pump this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Take it at the 37. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Down the left sideline. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got it. The ball's off. McCaffrey lost it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up second.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On second down, it's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
60-60.
Up the middle, here's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Baxter. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
To throw on second down, Baxter. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. As he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the right side, this is Walker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now Geno on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. Touchdown, Seahawks. Quentin Johnston, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now a toss coming right side. It's Walker, and he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, and if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Niners 31, Seahawks 29. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Purdy off the play fake.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And quickly they get to the line.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He'll keep it himself.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey.
Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Purdy now to throw. That is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5.
36, 49ers 31. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. To throw is Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Purdy to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Purdy will throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Here's Smith. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Smith. Finding Walker complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10. Smith to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll come up first and 10 here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Smith's going to throw it. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's first down.
19, Tiger, 19. On the ball, on the ball.
Purdy to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's first and 10.
Here's Purdy. Over the middle, and he's got Grant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Purdy with one final shot here. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.